What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Grim Tutelage. Today we're going to get into a bundle of Tarkir Dragonstorm. Man, I feel like it's been a while since I made an actual opening video. If you guys would just give me 1 second here, just a little bit of... Oh, God, that was nice. I don't know why I like that sound so much. I want to do it again, actually. Let's go for a double up here, huh? Oh, yeah. Something about pull tabs. I don't know why. They're cool. Not necessarily gambling ones. Those ones are kind of... That reminds me of childhood. Spent too much time in a bar. Anyway. Ooh. The box is pretty. Man, this stuff's crazy, huh? The collectors on this product are going insane. Is that Tigum? Ooh, smack the camera with the thing. I don't know. It's pre-release week. I couldn't get my hands on a full collector's box. I'm hoping to find one next week during the actual release. But the box here is pretty cool. The dice is dope, actually. Look at that frost dice thing. That's cool. Did they put a 1 on here? They did. I liked it when they did the, well, there's the set symbol for 20, but, you know, I don't know. This is a cool dice. 7. Ooh, 1 off. It was 8. All right. Well, let's get into it. Let's start with the boring, huh? Looks like we're going to get a pack of some lands here. I don't think they're going to give you any of the dragon lands, right? That would be ridiculous. Those are only available in collectors, I think. But we'll just double check, make sure there's... Oh, you only get a few full arts. And the rest are regular. Boo! And then you get... I'm imagining you're going to get a couple foils in here, maybe. And then I don't even know what the bundle card is, so we'll figure that out. Looks like it's going to be Teamer Battlecrier. Okay. Spells you cast cost 1 less for each creature you control, power 4 or greater. That seems like it goes directly into Animar. I don't know. Soul of Elements, you know? Really old commander from like the first Commander series. Anyway, yeah, you get some foil planes, and then I bet they're going to swap over. Yeah, knew it. Okay. You don't get foil planes, you get foil full arts. I don't know. 2 minutes in. Let's get into cracking. Pack 1. Some regular packs here, huh? All right. Let's see what we got. Okay. So, Shock Brigade. The Devotee. Trade Route. Focus the Mind. A Devotee. Praiser. Earth Carver. Ice Climber. Okay. Let's set these aside like this. Please excuse my piles. It's been a whiles. Armament Dragon. Shocking Sharpshooter. Twin Maw Stormbrood. And our first rare is a Sinkhole Surveyor. And then we get a Dragon Claw Strike for our foil. With a Sour Durns and a Reliquary Dragon. Alright. That wasn't too exciting. Any of you guys opened this yet? You guys gonna open this yet? I know a lot of people are kind of on the fence on this set. I really like it, but I mean, I feel like I like it by default because it feels like the first real Magic set in a while. I was not a fan of Aether Drift. I don't really like the vehicles and modern feel of Skirmish Rhino. That's kind of gross. Of some of these new sets. Innistrad Remastered, I didn't think had enough value in it to be paying for those kinds of cards. But this one, we, you know, we've got, hey, look, there's the buy a bundle friggin' card. It felt like we went back to a place that it feels more like Magic to me. And we get a Equilibrium Adept for our foil and a full art with a bird. But, you know, it's going to take me a little while to digest this one because I don't know if it's actually a good set. I know there's some really good cards in here. But I feel like I might just have a little bit of bias because this one feels like a Magic set. I like when we go back to Magic's, you know, universes within is what we're going to call them, I guess. I don't know. It's feels like a Magic set. That's all I know. This is a very saturated print. Sandstep Citadel. That's old. The Trawlers. And a Fangkeeper's Familiar. Flash, when it enters, choose one. Oh, Gross, dude. Blink that and just get rid of everybody's enchantments. Okay. Abzan Devotee. The Falls. And a Warrior. So yeah, that's, you know, kind of where I'm at on it. I was initially really excited. I love the Ugin. There's some really cool dragons in here. I like that. I think it'll become... It's a red-blue card, but it's basically like kind of a copycat of Rhythm of the Wild. But you can choose to draw the card, or you can have your creatures come in with +1/+0 and haste. I'm looking to pull that. Haven't seen one yet. I forget what the name of it is, though. Hero Goldkeeper. Whenever one more cards leave your graveyard, create a treasure. Oh. Okay. We'll see. Meringue River. Oh, okay. Coil and Catch. Draw 3 cards, and then shuffle this into its owner's library. What do you think of that mechanic? I think Adventure was a little better. Ooh, double rare pack. We got a Narset, Jeskai, Waymaster. This is one of the first ones they spoiled, if I remember right. Beginning your end step, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw cards equal to the number of spells. Ooh, Spellslinger on Fire deck, huh? Whale of War. And a Dismal Backwater. Are these foils looking... I feel like the foils look nice. The packs that I opened were Japanese. And for some reason, sometimes it feels like they're really muted. Although I will say, before we get to this next pack, this is some Commander Legends style curving. Look at this thing. This card, like if you put it, look at the curve on that. That's insane. Pringles. And those have only been sitting down here for a couple days. So, yeah, that's wild. Back to the packs. I do know there's some cards in here that, I mean, dragons didn't need any help, but my God, did they get it. Roiling Dragonstorm. These are cool. Somebody made the suggestion to me that they should have used the actual Dragonstorms for the full art lands instead of the Dragon Eye, and the more I think about that, that is correct. It would have been much cooler to get the full arts as the Dragonstorms themselves. Sage of the Fang. Ooh, look at that. Mox Jasper. In the bundle, baby. First mythic. All right, Wingspan Stride. Rugged Highlands. And a Spirit. Yo, Mox Jasper. I feel like that card might be a little overhyped, but anything that says Mox, you know, people go crazy for. I do know that if you have any of the low drop changelings, that's basically just a, you know, it's like a, I don't remember what the one... 0 drop that you got to exile card. It's expensive, I know that. I can't think of it right now, but if you have any changelings that cost very little, that's just a free mana. Host of the Hereafter. All right. Starry-Eyed Skyrider. Somehow not a dragon. Dragonclaw Strike. And the Windcrag Siege. It's one of these sieges that I was talking about earlier. Triggered ability triggers an additional time. Ooh. At the beginning of your upkeep, make a goblin. I think that first one is definitely the mode that I would be picking. Dragonback Lancer. And a Bloodfell Caves. With a dope elephant token. Elephant token. It's very colorful. What do you guys think about Craterhoof being back? Like, I don't play Standard, so... I don't know the effect of that, but that's got to be some kind of breaking decks card, right? Having Craterhoof in Standard. It can't be great. But maybe, I don't know. I haven't followed it in so long. I mean, like, okay, we're talking 15, 16 years ago, we discovered EDH, and or Commander as it is now. And I just fell in love with that, and I just never looked back because... I didn't like having to update my cards to be in, you know, standard legal all the time. And you gotta have 4. There was a time when you needed 4 Jaces, and it was like, dude, like $150 a piece. That's ridiculous. What? Oh, Ambling Stormshell. 5-drop, Ward 2. Whenever it attacks, put 3 stun counters on it and draw 3 cards. They making Turtle Tribal now? Oh! Foil Mythic, okay. Rot Curse Rakshasa. Demon, 5/5 for 2. Decayed. Can't block, and if it attacks, sacrifice it at the end of combat. Weird. Exile this card from your graveyard. Put a Decayed counter on each of X creatures. Activate only as a sorcery. So, does that make it so, like, if your opponents attack you with their creatures, then they die, I guess? What's the point of that? I don't know. Some of these new mechanics, man, they're not as great as I thought they would be. Copy. We got 2 packs left. A little bit of a longer opening. These first bundles, and like I'm sure when I actually do get a collector box, it'll be longer on the first one. You know, I'm not going through the commons and reading them and stuff like that. I know that there's got to be, just like every set, there's got to be a really good common and uncommon, at least, if not a couple. But, you know, we take a little bit of time. Sometimes the art's really cool. How do you say that? Incognite? Is that the artist's name there? That's crazy. Breaching Dragonstorm with that frame. Kishla Village. I think it's Kishla. Kishla? I don't know. How do you pronounce that? Sagu Wilding. How do you pronounce that? And a Thorn. We got 2 foils? Is that normal? I don't even know what a play booster is anymore, man. I remember when they were called set packs. I think that means I'm getting old. Last pack. Then I'll shut up and you can leave. Devoted Duelist. Exhale Glory. Victor Reclamation. And a War Effort. Okay. The War Effort. Creatures you control get 1/0. Whenever you attack, make a warrior. Okay. Vigilance, mobilize 3. Meh. Flying, Vigilance, and Trample for 6. This also has some really weird... I don't know if you guys can see that. It has some really weird markings where the lands should be. Or the mana pips, excuse me. It's like white on the corners. Kind of a misprint, if I say. This creature has hexproof if it hasn't dealt damage yet. Wow. Okay. I mean, it's kind of vanilla, but Flying, Vigilance, Trample with hexproof if it hasn't dealt damage yet. Doesn't say this turn. So once it's dealt damage, I guess that goes away. I don't know. Alchemist's Assistant. It's a monkey? Monkey creature? Okay. And we get a Voice of Victory. Oh, of all of the cards to hit, this is nasty. It's another iteration of Grand Abolisher is what it looks like. I don't want to see this across from me at the table. That just means I can't stop you, which I don't like. Yeah, so I'm like, I gotta wait till my turn to get rid of this or counter it. I'm not a fan of this frame. I feel like it really, I don't know, in foil it looks okay, I guess, but it just doesn't look right. There's too much blackout. It's weird. All right, Voice of Victory, the Molten Exhale, and a Jungle Hollow. I don't think that was a bad one. I think Mox Jasper was probably a good hit. Oh, we got an art card. We only got one out of the whole thing. We got one art card. That's strange. Yeah, so we got 2 mythics. One of them being Mox Jasper. That Voice of Victory is cool. I don't think it's worth that much, but I like it. It's a good card. I wish it was a vampire somehow, but it's not. That's a bundle. The dice is cool. I definitely do dig that. I like how it doesn't matter which way I spin this, except for that way. But most of the time, it looks frosty. I like that. I think they're trying to mimic that, whatever you call it, spirit foil or dragon foil. I don't know what they're calling that, but I do like the dice. What do you guys think? Let me know.